Welcome back to the Hull RTG, boys. We have the month of December lying in front of us, which is a very busy month of December. We've cup competitions in the Champions League and in the Carabao Cup to, A, group stage complete, and B, hopefully get to the semi-final stage of. And then we head into the month of January where we will have an FA Cup tie, presumably on the 3rd. Don't think it will come on the 27th. That's probably a bit too early. So we might find a little bit of fixture congestion, or that game will get moved. Then obviously if we beat Southampton in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, then we'll have 2 semi-finals to play in January as well. Things are getting very busy as we're trying to win as many trophies as possible this season, and we need to get ourselves back into the top 4, as Wolves, as you can see, have played an extra 15th game and have gotten themselves above ourselves, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Everton, because Everton have played 15 as well. So we can get ourselves at least into 5th with a win in this first game against Fulham. Arsenal have Liverpool, or Liverpool have Arsenal more accurately. Manchester United have Newcastle. City and Chelsea have Leeds at home and Palace away respectively. So you expect the top 2 to continue to break away. But we will continue to try and hunt them down. We have Fulham to start, then away from home against Tottenham, away from home against Leverkusen, and at home against Watford. Now, Watford and Fulham are to the 2 home games. Which of the 2 would be... Well, it doesn't really matter which one we sim, does it? They're both about the same as the other. Both have lost 8 games so far this year. Both have scored 13 goals so far this year. It just so happens that Watford have conceded a little bit more. So let's go with the Watford game as the sim. And we'll start by jumping up. Actually, why not in this intro bit, just go and sim this game. Can we get a win against Fulham? The answer is, rather resoundingly yes. A 4-1 victory. Barnett, Wilkes, Garcia Villa on the score sheet, and Barnett as well again. Garcia Villa getting a goal. That might just be his first ever goal for the club. I'm not sure, but it's certainly his first goal this season, and I don't recall him scoring last season. He's the oldest looking 19-year-old I've ever seen in my entire life. Right, up next then is a rather massive tie. Don't worry, Victor. Don't worry. You're still very much in the first team squad, mate. Up next, a rather more difficult tie. It's Tottenham away from home, a side we are yet to beat. Now would be a great time to get that first victory over them. Tottenham's starting lineup has Mattia Perrin in goal, Pedersen, Ben Davies, Hinteregger and Sergio Reguilon, Thomas Soucek and Fabinho Holding, Leonardo Pinto, Jack Rolls and Bergveen in the midfield, with Harry Kane up top. I was going to name this episode the Pinto Reunion, and I may still do so, but Jack Rolls starting in the Premier League for Tottenham Hotspur. You love to see it. Those of you that are familiar with Jack from the Cambridge United RTG last year know that he's been a fan of the RTGs on the channel for a little while and was watching the Cambridge RTG last year when we tried to take him all the way to the top with us and did so. And now he's in Tottenham's starting lineup in the Premier League. Now, it's our first chance to play against Leonardo Pinto ever, as he's not the first time he's left us. He went on loan to PSV, obviously, before we sold him to Tottenham, but we weren't in any sort of European competition to end up playing against him. Now, judging by what we looked at in the last episode, he hasn't yet gotten a goal or an assist for his new team. So, I don't know what to expect, really. I imagine his overall play will still be good, but I don't expect him to threaten us too much. I mean, now would be the time of all times for him to start performing for Tottenham and getting some... I should have played the extra pass and getting some actual goal contributions under his belt. Great to see Jack Rolls in the Tottenham Hotspur starting lineup. Sorry, Jack. I'll have that ball back. Thank you very much. So, we have beaten Tottenham once, if you recall, but it was after penalties in the Community Shield this season. In a 90-minute span, we have never beaten Tottenham Hotspur in this save. We've only the 1 draw and 3 defeats, I think, to this point. So, I'm desperate to try and get my first victory over Tottenham Hotspur in this save inside 90 minutes, because we can't rely on extra time or penalties here. Now Taro, there you go, just needed to arc the run a little bit more to ensure that he had the space. Can I find a ball through that gap? Yes, we can. Barnett can't get past Holmgren, though, Pedersen. And unfortunately, it's still 0-0. Although we could get that in there and around here. Are you onside, Charlie? He is, you know. Wow. I didn't think he was onside, so I didn't rush to get the shot away. This is certainly quite the entertaining opening few minutes. We are on the press and on the prowl for that first goal, but they keep putting defenders in the way. Haven't yet really tested the goalkeeper. Sangare will take the corner. I'm not too sure why he's taking that corner. Lautaro wins the header as Fabinho in front of him misses the ball, but clearly put off by Fabinho's presence and missing the target, unfortunately. 0-0 in the 23rd minute. Inside to Charles Barnett. Maddison through to Wilkes. Oh, what an interception. We've had all of the ball in the last 15 minutes, as you can see, and you could probably tell that from the previous highlight, but we haven't still tested the goalkeeper. Mattia Perrin is between the sticks for them. I think they've got Strakosha on the bench. He's usually who plays in goal for Tottenham in this save at the minute, as Hugo Lloris, I imagine, has retired by this point. So I'm not sure how good Mattia Perrin will have grown to this point in this save, but we will find out just how good he is throughout the course of these 90 minutes, provided we can actually have a shot on target and force him into a save. Here's Leonardo Pinto. Back to Holmgren Pedersen. Over the top looking for Pinto again, and his pace is going to be really hard to deal with. And he's gotten away from me. Oh, ho, ho, ho. A bit of Brazilian flair from Leonardo Pinto, trying to take the mickey out of his former teammate with a cheeky little dink, but Galacci will stare him down. No thank you. No little dinks like that, Leonardo. You are not going to embarrass your former team. Calm the hell down. Oh, can you imagine if that was his first goal for Tottenham and it came against us and it came in that manner? I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Sandro Tonali coming on for Tottenham in this second half as Tomas Soucek goes off. Not really had much of the ball, I don't think, Tomas Soucek in this game. Spurs haven't really had much possession in this game, but certainly that little cheeky lofted effort from Leonardo Pinto is probably the closest either side have come to a goal, in fairness. Here is Sandro Tonali. A bit of acceleration to get into that space, but Garcia Villa says, thank you very much, we'll have that back. Twice. No love lost between Pinto and Garcia Villa there. Elder will get this forward, and hopefully I can find Lautaro ahead of Tonali, which I can't do. Struggling to make the breakthrough here against Tottenham, but of all the big teams, they're the one that we have struggled the most against in this save so far. Thankfully we don't have Bournemouth as well today, otherwise I'd really be up against it. Here's Pinto again. Tried to get there with Garcia Villa, couldn't. Pedersen pushing forward down the right. Callum Elder will stick with him. Right in front of those travelling Hull fans who come down the A1 to try and get themselves a good reason to be happy to go home. As of yet, neither side is really going to be happy with the outcome as things stand. But Lautaro could get to this. Please get there. Oh, Hinteregger. Where has that pace come from Hinteregger? I've never seen that before in my life. Sure, Lautaro should have gotten to that first. Here's Jack Rolls. Good footwork from him into Fabinho. I caught the man after the ball had gone, and now Kane plays it over the top looking for Pinto. He has been a good outlet for them. I'll give him his dues. His overall play has been good, Pinto, but again, no goal or assist coming from him, which was the reason why we sold him initially, because he just wasn't contributing enough. And on the counter hit, Tonali is keeping up with Keane Lewis-Potter. I see the man arriving on the edge of the box. Oh, it wasn't meant for Wilkes, it was meant for James Maddison. Sangare picks up the loose ball. Lautaro, Wilkes, bend it. Win this, Tavares. Win this, win this, win this. No, Reguilon comes across and nods it away. 12 minutes to go. It's still 0-0. Steven Bergwijn. Nice block by Tavares, but still it breaks for them. Fabinho to Tonali. Nicely intercepted by Sangare. That was well done. Oh, Pinto's getting involved with a cheeky slide tackle. Calm down, mate. He never did that for me. I mean, I was in control of him, so might be my fault that he never did that for me. Here's Charlie Barnett. Around the corner to Lautaro. Wilkes wants to get away. I might have put too much on that. I certainly have put well too much on it. There's only 5 minutes to go here, so I think we're going to have to settle for a point. I will try and make something happen in the last few moments, but I don't know as we're going to be able to get anything other than a single point here. They're taking Jack off now. I think that's Ollie Skip coming on, so they're going slightly more defensive here, Tottenham, bringing on the more defence-minded Oliver Skip. We're making offensive changes, refreshing legs in midfield and out wide, but hopefully it's not fresh defenders that I should have put on the field to try and hold on to our clean sheet, because they look like they're going to hold on to theirs. Reguilon running into Skip, but actually that might work for them. And I just saw Pinto was free on that far side, and I had a little panic to myself that he was going to get the chance to score the winner in this game. Here's Ollie Skip. There still could be a chance for a winner for either side, and we need to score now on the counter-attack, and Lautaro's kicked it straight at Ben Davies. So no, it's going to end 0-0 here, or is it? Harry Kane, out please. Anywhere will do right now, and that will be game. A 0-0 draw at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a very hotly contested, fiercely fought battle that nobody wins. So in the Pinto and, as it happens, Jack Rolls reunion, nobody's really that happy. Nobody's really that upset, but nobody's really that happy. So, well, it is what it is. A draw against Spurs, and we bounce back to hopefully, again, avoid defeat in this next one, and we'll get top spot in the group. And in theory, a more favourable round of 16 tie. But when does that ever work? David De Gea in goal for Leverkusen again. Gabriel still in the starting lineup for them too. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the bench. Eric Bailly there as well. Boadu still the main man up top with Hatteran and Diaby out wide. Slightly less further up the field, or less far up the field than they were in the first game against them. This is basically the battle for top spot. Winner takes all. But if we draw, we take it. So just don't lose, Ches, and you get top spot in the group. So don't lose.
Well, we referenced it earlier, but with this being the last game in the group stage, there's still much. Can he put them in front?
As if he's just sprinted all the way around the outside of Felix and buried that like that. I wasn't commentating at the time. I just tried to ping the ball from Felix out wide. Diaby's blocked it, and then, I mean, Felix is looking over his shoulder at him and then shows no attempts to actually try and defend the ball or take a touch whatsoever. He just lets him run past him. That's bemusing. We are playing a rotated 11 in this game because, you know, it doesn't really matter if we're first or second in the group as long as we're through. And it gives, again, these fringe players the chance to play, but they're going to have to be better than that. On previous occasions, when I've rotated the 11 like this, I haven't put an extra centre-back in. I've only used Fardiol and then one of the other starting two. Good save by De Gea. And Felix hasn't had a look in. And that is exactly the reason why. It was absolutely useless defending from Felix there. And it's cost us a goal here. I know Diaby's rapid, but you can still shield a ball from a man that is half your size, surely. Jones wins that back well and then kicks it straight to Florentino. Bayar's now picked up a knock. And this really isn't going very well at the beginning of this game, is it? Try and poke Malik Wilks. Why would you play it there? Oh my God, it really isn't going well at the beginning of this game. Curtis Jones played in. Here's Barnett. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get me a bloody goal. Still 1-0 by Leverkusen. Coop Miners. Boadu. Gimme. Well done, Fardiol. Out wide here to Hatteran. Over the top. And Felix is coming across again. Boadu is on it. Back to Hatteran. Nice challenge by Pellegrini. Lewis Potter with a switch. Curtis Jones just gets it out of his feet in time. And there's the space for Keane Lewis Potter to run into. Duarte's not going to have the pace to deal with this. Might get a better angle this time. Or even just lay it across. No, he's left it. Why'd you leave it? Oh, the man in the middle dummies it inexplicably. And nobody appears to be doing what they're supposed to be doing in this game. Curtis Jones with the delivery. De Gea with a punch. Wallace could win this header. Has done. It drops to Fardiol. Out to Curtis Jones again. Tries to deliver it. It's well blocked. Can we win that with Charlie Barnett? We can. In there's Malik Wilks. Get past the defender. No, well done by Domingos. A really frustrating opening half an hour here away from home in Germany. Really frustrating indeed. He's going to get away from me, isn't he, Diaby? I'm not going to be able to keep up with him. Bayar's trying his hardest. Here's Boadu. Stepped in there with Fardiol and nearly fouled him. And Hatteran makes it 2-0 by Leverkusen at the back post. We do have some strength in depth now with our good summer window. But it is appearing here that our strength in depth, on occasion, still isn't good enough. Leverkusen really putting us to the sword here. That was Bale's first touch, apparently. Brilliant. Yeah, this is not going well. To Boadu. Benfica lead by 2-0 now against Lokomotiv Moscow. So it looks like they're going to get that third spot. Felix Davis gets that to Fardiol. And we do have the capability to still win this tie in the team, but whether we actually stand a chance of genuinely doing so or not, I'm not sure at the moment. Sigankov back to Lewis Potter, who I meant to take out for Pedro Neto and forgot to, so it's another mistake before we even started. Charlie Barnett inside, Florentino in the way, and we're going to be 2-0 down at half-time and not playing very well at all. Let's start the second half on the right foot, shall we? They are into Wilkes. Barnett can come short, takes control of the ball. Pedro Neto is on now at half-time. Where do I go? Rob Wallace around the corner nicely. Come on then, Pellegrini. How's your delivery? Decent. And Curtis Jones is there. No, it didn't exactly go to plan, did it, Derek Ray? Not even close to plan. Who plans that? Blocked well by Pellegrini, who's actually been really solid at left-back in every game we've played with him so far. Barnett, go back, look for Wilkes. And actually, Curtis Jones is through the middle here. Curtis Jones to pull one back. Right, game on. But, oh, he's hit the invisible wall in the goalmouth. Oh. What on earth is happening in this game? 2-1 to Leverkusen, but we are back in it. Boadu back to Florentino. Also brought Bernardo Silva on off the bench here. Leverkusen, so they have just as much strength and depth as we do, if not more so in certain areas. Hudson-Odoi showing great footwork to keep the ball away from Pellegrini there. Neto's going to try and work hard to win it back off Jonjo Kenny, perhaps. And, well, he did well. Just got unlucky with the deflection. We take that off Bernardo Silva. We can't. Bernardo Silva back to Florentino. And here's Koopmeiners. Into Boadu. Don't foul him. Diaby. Diaby still. Oh, Diaby still. It almost looked like it went through George Long. Again, Felix just cannot deal with... He's tiny, Diaby. And George... He hits it so hard, George Long doesn't even have time to react. Just wham. Through the legs, into the back of the net, and game done and dusted. Moussa Diaby makes it 3-1. And now he's going off. Brilliant. Bayer. Into Curtis Jones. Nice run by Barnett. Good ball by Jones. He's on his own here, Charlie Barnett. But he doesn't need any help. Right, game on again. No, don't. What are you doing? Pick the ball up. Don't kick it in the goal again. Nothing is making sense in this game of football. 3-2. Here's De Catalera. Back to Alex Moreno. He's just come off the bench for Nuno Tavares, who was playing at left back for them, and I hadn't even noticed. Jones gets a foot in, but oh, and there's a man free, and it's Hudson-Odoi. What a challenge by Fardiol! Wow, that's excellent defending. I need to get rid of this and quit, but I just couldn't find a way past the man that was behind me, and they may even end up scoring still. No, he screwed it wide there, Florentino. There are 20 seconds to go in this game, and we need to get this forward quick. So down the line we go, and no, ref! Ah, nearly, but. I mean, that was just a weird game of football where nothing really seemed to go according to plan at all. We find ourselves losing by 3-2. We will finish second in the Champions League group. So let's actually have a look at the other Champions League groups and find out who we might be facing. And if finishing second is actually a blessing in disguise, because sometimes it is. Let's have a look. So we were in Group C. So PSG and Juventus, it doesn't matter whether you're first or second in any group, you're going to get a potential of a tough tie. Atletico and Dortmund. Okay, so it really wasn't that important whatsoever getting top of the table, because we could easily end up with Atleti, or we could have had Dortmund, we could end up with PSG, or we could have had Juventus. Group D, Inter and Real Madrid. Jesus, these groups are stacked. Liverpool and Young Boys coming through. Well, of course, we can't face Liverpool in the first knockout round because they're from the same nation as us. So that means that we will probably be playing either Inter, Atleti or PSG. In Group F, it's Leipzig and Barcelona, but Barcelona are second, so we will avoid them in the next round. Well, they have Leipzig, and if they win that, they will go top. So, please, Leipzig. Manchester City and Valencia, and Bayern and Spurs. So we will get either Bayern, City. Oh no, we can't get City. So Bayern, Leipzig, or maybe Barcelona. Can't get Liverpool. Inter Milan. Can't have Leverkusen, Atleti, or PSG. It is not going to be a very straightforward round of 16 tie in the Champions League unless we get Leipzig. That's the only draw that really would make any sense for us to give us the best possible opportunity to move through to the quarterfinals. Oh, dearie me. I really wish I'd won that game. Do I, though? It doesn't. I could easily have ended up with just as difficult a tie if I'd have won the group. It doesn't really matter. Right, Watford at home next. They were mid-table as well. We need everybody to be ready for this one, which I think they are. And we can't listen to other people. We just need to concentrate on playing our own football, which we can do quite comfortably. And hopefully, this time around, actually get a victory today. On grass, anyway. We did it in a simulated game. Right, get ourselves back into the top 4, shall we? Let's go and beat Watford. Watford have Isaac Pettersson in goal, Victor Gomez, Vasquez, Spencer Adams, Trusticong and Artiega at the back, Lucas Fernandez, Matthew Longstaff and Fausto Vera, Ryan Cassidy and Yanis Antiste up top. We played them recently, Watford, didn't we? So we know what they're all about. We just need to go and get 3 points, and I could really do with them now. I'm so frustrated at the quality of football we've played today. We know we're better than this, so let's go and prove it. Fernandez. Over the top. Can we win that, Callum? Well done. Well up. Right, Lewis Potter, come on. They're talking about Watford's ability to catch the opponent on the counter-attack, but certainly of the two sides, you'd say that we were the counter-attack specialists. I see James Maddison there, and quickly to Barnett out of his feet. Looks to whip it. Good save by Pettersson. Well held on to. That was travelling towards that bottom corner. The first chance comes and goes, and it's still 0-0, but certainly more positive signs the early stages of this Premier League tie than there was against Tottenham. And oh, he's kept it in. He's kept it in, almost using the corner flag to bounce back. Where are you going? Almost using the corner flag to bounce back into play with. Fernandez, Sangare reaches for that. Did he foul him? He did. I hoped to have gotten something on the ball. Evidently I did not. And they have a free kick in a dangerous position. Probably suits a left footer for a shot. They've gone with a right footed ball into the box, and it's a decent header, but comfortable enough for Galacci. Here's Vera into the middle, and Antiste not able to turn it home, and we'll hack it away. Can we win that with Barnett? He's done brilliantly. And Lautaro chests it down, and we might have them on the back foot here. I'll wait and wait and wait and play the pass at the right time to ensure that he gets there. And look inside. There's Malik Wilks. Okay, there's Lautaro. There's James Maddison. I think it was his teammate in the way. It was his teammate in the way. Malik, move, mate. That's on its way, well, at least on target, if not into the back of the net. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's going on today? Via into Lewis Potter. Yeah, just as Lee Dixon was saying, there is nothing in this. I'm going to lay this back to Lautaro, and he's got the space. But I've overrun it slightly. Maddison's there. Can he get his goal now? Surely from there. There we go. Ha 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 ha. We did it. We finally took the lead in a game of football today. James Maddison makes it Hull 1, Watford 0. Holding it up well and then giving it straight to Lewis Potter. We could maybe score 2 before half-time. That'd be an absolute dream. Lautaro, he's overrun it, and Spencer Adams steals it off me, and now we could maybe concede before half-time. It might be 2 goals, but they might not both be for the same team. Antiste, back to Fernandez. I caught him there, but no foul given, no advantage played, and unless he gets the ball into the middle quickly, that'll be half-time. No! 1-1 in the 50th minute of the first half. Oh, Christ. Nice challenge by Maddison on Cassidy. Lautaro is available through there. Just hold it up. King Lewis Potter looking to get around the outside of Vasquez. Oh, it's a nice turn. Oh, but Pettersson makes the save. It was destined for the back of the net, but he's not to be 2-1 to Hull, and that is a hell of a piece of distribution from their goalkeeper. And Antiste is in the box and causing all sorts of problems. Has support arriving? If that had gone in, that would have been arguably goal of the season so far. Ridiculous. And the game is flowing from end to end now, as both sides feel confident of maybe getting themselves all 3 points here. Tavares on the overlap. Charlie Barnett in the middle will lift it so it's not too hard. Oh, it's just not too hard for him to get on the end of. He just tried to guide it deftly into the bottom corner, just not putting anything behind it, just changing the direction of the ball, using the pace on it. Keeper at full stretch and so narrowly wide of the target. This is turning out to be quite a difficult fixture against Watford. Really didn't need a difficult game on the back of the previous two. I wanted just a walkover and a simple 3 or 4-0 win. I'm not getting it, am I? Or even close to it. They're making a change. And Ngakia is coming on for Victor Gomez. I'll be at right wing back unless they're changing formation, which I don't think they are. I might make some changes of my own. Cassidy with a hell of a slide tackle there to win the ball back for Watford. And Fernandez has options here, one of which is Cassidy in the middle. Garcia flicks that away, but it will fall to Vera. And he rifles it top bins. And we go from 1-0 up to 2-1 down. Man caught on the edge of the box as he took the shot, but he's up to celebrate now. I'm making changes. This is not going according to plan today, or even close to it, is it? Jesus wept. Right. Sigankov for Martinez. Wilkes up top. Come on, boys. I can't believe this. It's good positioning from Ngakia. Curtis Jones was the man that I tried to play that to as the obvious pass. Wilkes has won it back, though. Elder to Barnett. Come on, Malik. You got in the way and denied us a goal earlier. Oh, yes! But he's fired that home. Now, can we for the... No, I can't even change direction. For the first time, pick the ball up out the back of the net. Get back to the halfway line. Go and score another bloody goal. 2-2. They try and hold on to what they've got or maybe build on it. But Zamangisa more of a defence-minded midfielder, I thought. Anyway, that's definitely a foul on Vera. And they have a great opportunity to try and swing in a free kick from here. Matty Longstaff was going to take it, but now he's coming off. And it's Arteaga to take the free kick. Certainly going to shoot from here. Oh, but he's missed rather awfully. Not even getting it on target. It's an excellent opportunity to win the game for them there. And they haven't been able to take it. Now, Sigankov can find Malik Wilkes here. And I've got Barnett with me. And we could have the chance to win the game for ourselves. And I need Sigankov to make the run. And he has done. And I thought for a minute Sangare was going to join me. But he hasn't. Wilkes, good drop of the shoulder. Will turn inside. Straight into the defender. Ah! They've cleared it away though. With 3 minutes in stoppage time to get a winner. Throw that to Sigankov. Go back. And then inside. And again. Barnett's there. Lewis Potter to Barnett. Barnett, swing and a miss. Right, kicking against the thighs of the Watford man. It's to be a draw. 2 back-to-back draws in the Premier League. Unless they win it here. No. 2 back-to-back draws in the Premier League. The Tottenham one was fine. It was a really difficult game. But to be 1-0 up and then have to come from behind to get that point. Really frustrating. I've just not been on my A game in this episode, have I? Unfortunately. And it's cost us. We pick up 5 points from a potential 9. Financial report, the board are probably still unhappy. Oh no, we've done that one. Okay, great. Good. They're going to be unhappy with the other ones. And James Maddison's grown up to 87 now. So that's fantastic news for him. Has that something special? It's going to take 84 weeks to grow anywhere else. So that's as far as his rating's going to go in this particular save, you would imagine. So tomorrow, I really need to pick my game up for the game against Southampton, don't I, in the Cup? I want to make it through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We have the opportunity to do so against the Saints. Then it's Palace away, Leeds at home, and Manchester United away to end the calendar year. And I really hope that we can end it better than we've started this final month. We are 5th still, and only still 2 points away from 3rd, although Man United do have a game in hand and could go 4 points clear of us. But, crucially, as you can see on the right-hand side there, they play Liverpool on the 21st. So, they've difficult ties upcoming, and their game in hand is against Burnley, so they'll probably win that one, won't they? But for now, that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. What day is it today that you're seeing this? Friday. I will be live again tomorrow with some more Football Manager over on Twitch. If you want to join me, there's a link down below. But, of course, we'll be back tomorrow with more FIFA as well. So I'll see you then, if not. Ta-da.